Big win over the Knicks. It's brought to us by FanDuel. Guys, March Madness is here. The Final Four just 2 days away. You have the All-SEC matchup on one side of the bracket, Florida versus Auburn. On the other side, it's Duke versus Houston. All 4 number 1 seeds made it, and if you're looking to bet on those games, there's no better place to place those bets than with FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when their first $5 bet wins. That is $200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories, and even pick who's going to cut down the nets. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and get it in the college hoops action all tournament long. We got a crazy winning ticket today from our guy Darren. Darren hit a 21-part same-game parlay.
Jeez.
Turned $6.67 into $1,441.15.
Darren Smith?
Our guy Darren from Kansas City
What?
with a gigantic win in this week's Grizzlies-Warriors game.
21-part parlay.
He put in 22, but because Jamal Murray didn't play in another game, it got voided, so it turned into a 21-part parlay. Hit all 21 parts, turned $6.67 into $1,400.15. A gigantic win for our guy Darren.
Big dude.
That's a new suit.
Barbecue. He knows his Kansas City sports. He knows how to bet on FanDuel. And if you have a winning ticket on FanDuel, send it in to us so we can feature it here on the show. But shout out to Darren. Huge win. $6.67 into $1,441.15. Talk about a big-time win.
By the way, shout out to 3 of the 4 Final Four coaches are Jewish. Yeah!
Let's go. In the basketball news, it was a slow start for the Cavaliers yesterday. The Knicks were making everything in the first half. In the second half, it was a flip of the script. The Cavs came out physicaled New York. They outshot New York. They out-executed New York. I'm going to see if Steve remembers the video I told him to have ready when he's ready. And
Mike called this a big win. Do we agree with that?
After being down 15 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Is it a big win? I mean,
do you think of it as a big win? Yeah.
Yes.
How come it's a big win?
It's a big win because I never thought they were in danger of losing the 1 seed.
Right.
But if you look at Boston's schedule the rest of the way, it's light.
Well, the magic number's 1 for the Cavs.
no, it's 2, I thought.
But Boston may not lose again the rest of the way. So by winning that game, it solidifies. If they lose that, it goes down to 3.5 with I think 7 to play. Or
well,
something
Boston
like
lost last night.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Did they lose?
That's why I said I thought it was 2.
So it's down to 1.
No, it's down to 2. It is officially 2.
No, because if they finish tied, the Cavs would have the 1 seed.
Jerome told me it was 2 yesterday in the locker room.
All right, anyway,
fine,
the reason why I thought it was a big win, yes, it's a big comeback. Knicks are a good team, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But it solidifies. I think last night
locked it up.
Wraps up the
good.
1.
Yeah.
And that's important, yes. But it's also important. The 1 seed matters with voters when it comes to Evan as Defensive Player of the Year, when it comes to Kenny for Coach of the Year and stuff. And the Kenny Coach of the Year is a nice little feather in the cap. Doesn't, I mean, I haven't seen his contract. Maybe there's something, I'm sure there's a bonus or something.
Okay.
But the Evan Defensive Player of the Year has big ramifications on his pocket, Cavs payroll going forward, all that stuff. So for a lot of extenuating reasons, yeah, that was a big one.
I say it's a big win because it's the Knicks, and the Knicks had your number a couple years ago, and people just don't forget about those things. And the way that this game started off, like it was like, it was very mind-boggling. I was sitting there like, y'all really about to lose to the Knicks without Jalen Brunson? Like that's sad. And then, obviously, they came back in the second half. In the third quarter, they looked like a totally different team. I mean, in the first, I felt Cat was killing them on the boards. OG Anunoby, of all people, was out there just balling. And I'm just like, we supposed to be really good defensively and have all this shooting and be great scoring, and we losing to the Knicks without Jalen Brunson. So it was like really bothering me at halftime. And then the third quarter happened. Donovan caught fire. Jarrett Allen closed that game. That's what I've been waiting to see, J.A. That's against the Knicks. I wanted to see him because the last time in the playoffs, the lights was too bright, and every time you see him play the Knicks, that comment just always comes up to mind to me. So it was good to see him exert himself in there and finish at the basket. I mean, the guy looked really good. I even seen Donovan after the game giving him his praise, talking about he's one of the most underrated guys and he just doesn't get the recognition, but he does this type of stuff all the time. And I was really good to see that. So like moving into the playoffs, playoffs, I'm confident that the lights won't be too bright for J.A. He will be good in those tough spots. So to me, that's why this game was important.
For me, nothing they're doing in these last 2 weeks is going to matters with the playoffs. However, I will agree that it's a big win because the sooner they clinch this 1 seed, the sooner they can go into full preparation for the playoffs mode, right? Like in terms of resting players. They have a back-to-back coming up in the final week of the season. Obviously, I'm not playing any of the key guys in both of those games. You got to get Ty Jerome healthy. What's going on with him now?
We're going to do a whole topic on it later in the show.
Oh, yeah,
He's
okay.
not seriously hurt. We'll get to that a little later.
All right. So
Rest.
Well, no, he's got something going on.
I think
Just tell me what it is, Mike.
It's knee tendonitis.
Huh?
Knee tendonitis.
Oh, I got that going on now.
So, like, the sooner they clinch that 1 seed,
Make me grab my
the better. You got to rest guys down the stretch, keep guys fresh. I think that can be an advantage for the Cavs in the playoffs. But
Your knee started hurting just hearing that.
Yeah, I wanted.
is beating the Knicks in the end really that big a deal? Do the Knicks have a single win against any of the top teams this year still?
They're 0-6 now against the Thunder, the Cavs, the Celtics. 0-6.
But again, it's not so much beating the Knicks as it is everything else.
Right, yeah, that's why I said getting closer to clinching. Being able to do that as soon as possible, that's important.
Postseason awards.
So let's say they go out there. When they play next? Tomorrow?
The Spurs tomorrow, yeah.
So let's
At
say
San
they go out there and they beat the Spurs and the Celtics lose.
Yeah.
That means that
It's over.
So you think they should rest from that moment on?
Well, not every single game, but take advantage of having things locked up by playing guys.
See, I think you should just cut back minutes. I'm not a huge fan of just like don't do nothing for the game.
Well, I wouldn't play guys that there's a back-to-back they have at Indiana. And
I'm not
New
playing
York.
them in the back-to-back.
I'm not playing any of my key guys in both of those games. I'd sit like Mobley and Donovan one game. I'd sit Allen and Darius the other game.
Well, Allen's not going to sit.
So you wouldn't.
Huh?
Allen's not going to sit.
So you saying
nonsense?
I get what you're saying.
So you're saying out of the core 4, you would at least make 2 of them play each game. Ain't that what they do?
Or
anyway?
play all of them in one game and none of them in the other game. I don't care. The games won't matter at that point.
Allen's not going to sit out.
I know, which is detrimental to the team.
No,
it's
you
not.
just reduce.
It's not.
He's playing a game.
Reduce his minutes.
It's
That's
not
all.
detrimental to the team.
It's not. If he's dealing with an injury,
he's fine.
I would.
If he was really hurt,
I
they would
reduce
sit
his
him.
minutes.
Okay.
That's what
He
I
said
would
the
do.
hand isn't hurting him anymore, by the way. He's
Oh,
taking
it's
the wrap
clear as day that the hand.
He's
is
taking
fine.
the
He's
wrap
fine.
off his hand. He's made that. I'll double check.
all right.
this in a
In
sec.
fairness, we did call him soft last year for not
Yeah.
playing. So
If he was hurt,
I
if he
didn't
was
call him.
legitimate,
I didn't call him soft. I said.
Yeah.
I just said. Not something that I would do. I didn't call him soft though.
if he was hurt, they would sit him. He's not hurt. He wants to play in all 82. Let him. It's not hurting anything.
If
he rolls an ankle, he rolls an ankle. Like
No,
I called
no,
him
but-
soft 2 years ago against the Knicks.
but Jason,
though. I
it did look
do
like
that.
he was hurt there for a while.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not saying don't play him because he might get hurt. I'm saying if he's hurt, he shouldn't play every game.
Yeah, he's fine.
All right. You say he's fine, then I'll live with it.
See, I said something nice. He's fine.
So he defended him when I said he's being detrimental to the team.
If that's your way of being nice to somebody,
Yeah.
boy.
You think is anybody getting a
You
Mike?
wonder
Is
why they
anybody
be
getting
eye
a
rolling
rest
you
day
when they
against
see
the
you.
Spurs?
They haven't announced it yet. It'll come out today if they're resting anyone. But Jarrett Allen in his last 4 games, by the way,
Yeah.
he's taken 41 shots.
Yeah, he's shooting like 90-something%, right?
Of those 41 shots,
He leads the. Doesn't he
he
lead
has
the NBA?
made 35. He is 35 of 41.
Doesn't he lead the NBA in field goal percentage?
I believe so. I can double check for you right now. Just
I
to
seen
confirm,
it.
but-
I seen it like 2 games ago. They showed it on like the ticker. He was like 70% or something like that.
He is officially up to 71%, which is 2.2 percentage points higher than anyone else in the NBA.
That is amazing.
Absurd.
I mean, he probably takes the most percentage of high percentage shots, doesn't he?
Yeah, but even other guys that are in the top 5 are like Zubac.
Guys who do the
Giannis.
same thing.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert, who doesn't shoot anything
At the
from
rim. He's
more
at the
than
rim.
2 feet out.
Yeah.
Giannis,
But-
Giannis
That's
got
pretty
a
impressive.
jumper, turnaround jumper too.
He does. Why does anybody do the hook shot? Where's the Kareem hook? I mean, shouldn't some of these guys be able to do the
'Cause
Kareem hook?
Nobody can master the hook. You could. I mean, people do hook shots, but not like Kareem.
not like Kareem.
No, not like Kareem.
He's also 7 feet tall.
Well, you can't block it.
Can't
Who?
block it.
You talking
Yeah.
about Kareem?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you couldn't block it.
7'2".
We were having I know Tyvis was listening yesterday, but I don't know that you were. We were discussing.
They lost their mind. I watched that segment just disgusted.
What did you have a problem with?
Because y'all just.
Well, we forgot about Giannis.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
We were discussing if Jokic is the best foreign-born player of all time, and then I said, is he the best player of this century besides LeBron? And Mike said he thought Tim Duncan was better, and I said Kobe was better. That I had him third.
Kobe wasn't better.
No?
No. I take
about
Jokic over Kobe.
Tim Duncan.
I think I take Jokic over Duncan.
Me too.
You take Jokic over Duncan?
Yeah.
With how good defensively Duncan was?
Yeah.
Different era, Jason. He's got to win another title before I can put him in the Duncan category.
Duncan also had.
Duncan had a lot better teammates
Duncan
than Jokic has had.
Pop, Parker, Manu.
Robinson.
Duncan was. We're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the third or fourth or fifth best players in the last 25 years.
Jokic just doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
Well, yeah, if he
even still,
I just said yesterday.
What are you talking?
That if LeBron had done, and LeBron obviously deserves plenty of credit, he gets it. If LeBron had done what Jokic did with the 60-point triple-double, it would have been the story for a week.
Before he's in L.A.
But Jokic is a European guy. He doesn't seem that enthusiastic about basketball.
Yeah.
He makes some of the most absurd passes I've ever seen in my life.
He is everything that you are not supposed to do, and he dominates.
It's amazing.
He's probably not going to win MVP. I think Shea's going to win it.
Yeah.
But there is no wrong answer.
Yes, it is.
No, they're both been incredible. We're going to switch out. There's a little clicking noise in this mic, so we're going to re-switch our mic. So just keep this conversation going for 2 minutes while Steve switches out mic. So don't come to me for a second.
So you're going LeBron. You go.
I would vote. I don't have a vote anymore.
No. But for best player of the century.
Best
you go
player.
LeBron 1, Jokic 2.
Giannis
off
1.
the top of my head. Yeah, but
Giannis is 1.
Giannis would probably be 3 for me.
Giannis
since 2000
ahead of Kobe.
Yes.
Really?
I'd have to think about that.
The only person, Shaq might be.
I'd have to think about
Shaq.
that. So we're talking since 2000.
What about Steph, Jason?
That's a great one too.
Oh, come on.
Steph is sensational, but
sensational.
Come on now.
But Steph, you're talking about all-around player, and I realize Jokic isn't a defensive stopper, but you got to factor defense in, and Steph doesn't guard.
Giannis does. Defensive Player of the Year and MVP.
Yeah, but he can't shoot.
So was the people in the 80s, and ain't nobody say nothing about that.
What are you talking about?
Wilt still had 100 points. I don't think he took a jumper.
But he had 100 points.
Well,
did he though?
Oh, stop! Didn't he average 50?
Don't say, because I said the same thing. We got him holding up a picture of 100, but we ain't got no footage.
Didn't Wilt average like 50 and 20?
That could have been the wives that he was with that night, according to Bull.
It could have certainly been. He was world renowned.
Could have nothing to do with the game.
They called it a Sunday. Ice cream Sunday is what they called it. He get a black one, a white one, and a red bone on top.
Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Oh my God!
I'm serious.
I think we've gone too far here. Tyvus getting us out of control. I didn't expect that to happen there.
Bad influence, Bull.
Yes, I'm proud to say I've influenced you after 3 years now.
They said Magic was the same way, so.
Yeah, well.
You don't call him Magic for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, Mike.